We believe in hearty foods, very southern classic type foods, and also a bit of Italian since we have a lot of Italians in our family. Traditionally, you have, of course, your appetizers, your main dish, and of course your desserts. But everything is very heavy, especially on Thanksgiving because football, beer, food, and football. Ham, cranberry sauce, macaroni and cheese, collard greens, a little bit of side dishes, salads and stuff. On the Italian side, ziti, lasagna, and spaghetti and meatballs.
So, I mean, do you have like a unique family recipe for how you guys prepare your turkey? Or I know you also hunt. Does game play a part in that?
Some seasons, depending on where the holiday is going to be taking place, because we switch from south to north. This year it is in the south, so I will be going hunting for turkey and wild boar.
It's really hard for me to create a holiday food tradition for Thanksgiving and Christmas because a lot of times people usually make chicken and turkeys and stuff, but I'm a pescatarian, so I don't eat fowl. I eat fish and I eat vegetarian food. So oftentimes what my mom and I do is we make eggplant rollatini, and we bring that as a dish, as our main course. So eggplant rollatini is a big favorite of ours, as well as in the morning we usually do a baked French toast casserole dish, which is always a big hit for the people that are in the kitchen preparing all of the food for everyone. So that's been ever since my grandma, my great-grandma, was preparing Thanksgiving dinners. She would make this casserole dish, this French toast casserole, and we would just eat it throughout the morning, preparing the chicken, preparing the turkey, eggplants, and it's just been passed down.
For Thanksgiving, we do the turkey, the basic, we do stuffing, but I feel like everything has more incorporated my dad's Italian sense. Just growing up, all I remember is my dad would say, okay, I'm going to start cooking dinner around 4 o'clock, and we think, okay, within the next 2 hours we're going to eat. No, we end up eating at 9 o'clock. It's never taken less than 4 hours for him to prepare a meal. It's not surprising for him to cook all day long if he really wants to. And it's always, the most interesting thing about my dad is even on holidays, his favorite thing to do is just take everything in the fridge that's about to go bad, that's on its last legs, just so he can use it, and he'll find a way to use it in some sort of dish. That's his thing, is he'll just wing it and just go crazy. My parents have never used a recipe before, neither of them. Every time my parents make a dish, even if it's like a signature dish like the matzo ball soup, they'll make it different every time, and they just don't like the recipe thing. It's just what do we got in the fridge? What's there that's about to go bad that we need to use? But it always turns out good.
So of those little, Frankenstein foods that he makes out of the leftovers, does it turn out good?
Oh yeah. There are some things that I'm just not a fan of that he'll use occasionally. Like I'm not a big fan of capers, and he'll throw those in there and that'll ruin it for me. But usually it turns out delicious. He normally takes everything and makes it into some sort of sauce and puts it on a pasta. So it's always pasta or rice or some sort of dish with some sort of meat and everything else you can imagine. Every vegetable that we had in the fridge, and he'll take time cooking that sauce. Yeah.
Thanksgiving, my grandmother's stuffing is fantastic. Yeah, it's because stuffing, I don't know, at least a lot of the stuffing I've had, most of the stuffing I've had is box stuffing. You know what I mean? If you're just eating stuffing with on a random Monday, it's gonna be box stuffing. But her stuffing is moist. It doesn't have that everyone, especially kids, I feel like they don't like stuffing because it's this dry dish. They just think of it as sand. But her stuffing is the most moist stuffing you could possibly imagine. It's not even as dry as mashed potatoes type thing, and it's fantastic.
Any idea how she makes it?
Right up the turkey's ass.